This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nick Selena. Hi, it's Nick Selena. Oh, I know you've all seen the title. 7 seasons in, and I have avoided talking about anal sex. And here we are. The back door, talking about bum fun. Specifically, my 13 rules of bum fun. That's right. Oh yeah, 13 damn rules that I made up myself. A bit like my 6 T's to blowjobs, really. I'm just helping everyone out, what can I say, to have the best sex life ever. Yes, we're going to dive right in today with some chat about anal. So strap yourself in, motherfuckers. So, do me a favour, dearest gentlemen. Close your eyes for a moment. Now, imagine that you're lying on your front, relaxed and happy. Got that? Okay. Now imagine, out of nowhere, someone comes along and rams a vibrator up your anus. The vibrator is, say, directly proportional to the size of your dick. No more, no less. Okay? You got that? Now imagine, if you can, the feeling that offers. I think it's fair to say it feels like someone is ripping open your insides and you've got instant pain, burning pain. And the only release is when that foreign object is removed from your back passage. Does the pain stop there? No. Because then you get to endure the aftermath burning sensation. Also, depending on how hard they rammed that vibrator up your bumhole, you'll potentially have pain trying to walk too, let alone when you next need to use the loo to do a number 2. That, gentlemen, is your welcome to bum sex. For a reason that I will never get to grips with, men consider the back passage as some uncharted, forbidden fruit that they simply have to stick their dick into. It's like every orifice needs a welcome mat, doesn't it? Like mouth, bum, vagina, every orifice needs a little, here lies your welcome passage to your manhood. And I am sure it feels fucking great, right, for your penis. I get it. I totally get it. Because it's tight, right? And you guys, you love tight, wet holes, right? But I believe these are the 3 main reasons why guys really go for the bum. 1, they want to get a part of you that other guys haven't. You know, have you ever tried anal? Oh, no. Right, game on. I'm going to be the first to get her arsehole. 2, it does feel better because it's tighter than some loose vaginal passages. 3, they just love that element of control / knowing that they've had every part of you, really. It's a male pride thing, I guess, a penis ego. You've won at life. You did it up the arse. So, can it be enjoyable? Are there women out there that do like it? You know what? Yeah, because I'm one of them. Dum, dum, dum. I am. But let me explain, I'm not one of those women that can just happily let a guy enter her ear whenever he chooses. I have no idea how these women do that because the pain, I can only imagine she's either clenching her teeth, pretending there's no pain, or really drunk. I know that obviously porn stars regularly take up the arse for their job. Like, kudos to you. I don't know how they do it. The pain is, it's fucking so painful. But I do enjoy it. So, allow me to give you my 13 rules to bum fun, because I enjoy it when it's with the right person and it's done correctly. Here's one example where it wasn't done correctly. I'll smash him in the face. I was at home with a guy that I was seeing back in the UK years ago, only casually seeing. I think it was a mistake. But basically, I'm bent over the kitchen counter and he rams his dick, and he weren't small, into my bumhole rather than my vagina. And the pain rendered me on the floor. I collapsed. I actually feel sick thinking about it. No lube, no wetness, I wasn't aware. I wasn't like, oh my God, let's have bum fun. I wasn't prepared for it. I'm bent over expecting this pleasurable dick in my fucking fofo, and he puts it in my bum. I felt sick. The pain. I actually had to take paracetamol to try and sleep. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like he split my arsehole open. Because I wasn't prepared for it. Because he hadn't followed the 13 damn rules to bum fun. So if you do that with your woman, get fucked. Well, or not, as the case may be. Because that is not how it goes, okay? And yet, I've had other relationships where I actually enjoyed anal because they knew what they were doing, because I trusted them. And honest to God, and I'm not just saying this, after like the first 5 or so, depending on 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes of pain, what happens is if you get used to it and you relax and you go into it, then you're like, oh, hang on a minute. This is kind of pleasurable. What? Oh, wait, the pain's gone. And he can push a little harder now and a little deeper, and I quite like that. Yeah. And the next thing you know, there you are, enjoying fucking anal. Anyway, 13 rules. This is where we're at today. I'm sure you're going to want another anal episode. You guys. Let's stick with this, shall we? Let's start off at the beginning. So, point 1. If she's a one-night stand, I doubt she wants bum fun. You can feel free to ask her, but the chances are you're going to stick to the one whole goal only, okay? Because for me, bum fun requires trust. Good bum fun requires trust. And if you just met her, how can she don't trust you in the slightest? So honestly, one-night stands, I wouldn't even fucking go there. Unless, of course, she does explicitly ask you to stick it up her arse. Given that's the first night you met, I'd definitely reconsider that one if I were you. Do you get what I'm saying? You just met her and she's gagging for some bum fun. I'd say when it's a one-night stand, let's swerve, shall we? Point 2, if you're in a relationship and you've got the trust established, that's great. When you enter the arsehole conversation, I would say give it like 3 months of decent, loving sex with that person before you approach the back end chat. Because what we want to do is we want to establish really fucking great sex first, right? You want to have that amazing connection together. Like you've nailed fucking all the positions and like, yeah, great sex is key, because that usually is a prelude for really nice, good anal sex as well. Also, if I'd like just got with a guy and we've been like the first 4 weeks, he's like, can I stick it up your bum? I wouldn't consider him as someone that I want to marry. Savvy? Point 3, standard really. Find out beforehand her stance on anal. So if she says her bum is off limits, like that's it, never, like then respect it, right? Don't ignore her and then shove your dick in there anyway, because this will cause you to be hated by her. I mean, hated to her core. If she says it's a no, it's a fucking no. And really, that's not just for bum sex, is it? That's for all sexual antics across the board, right? The fact that I have to even say that out loud concerns me somewhat. Point 4, if you've asked her about bum sex, right, and she's somewhat open to the idea, okay, we got an open channel, a wide funnel. Oh, stop. We're now going to continue to the below, so we're going on to the rules of the art of actually having bum sex. So this was all a prelude, right, point 1 to 4, on how to get to bum sex era. So now we're at bum sex era. How many times do I say bum sex in one episode? Oh, Spotify, please don't ban me. Let's move on to the actual art of bum sex. Here we go. Point 5, use lube. Use loads of fucking lube, right? This area is not made to be entered and does not have any natural lubricants whatsoever. And if you don't use anything and you ram it in dry, it's going to be so fucking painful that she'll most definitely crumble, collapse, cry, hit you, and or run away. I can't stress enough. You need to smother it in lube. Smother your dick in lube, bum in lube, curtains in lube, bed in lube, bathroom in lube. I want a lube coating on everything. Right? Lube. Did I say how? What? Yeah? Lube. Point 6. Be gentle. Okay? I can't fathom why you think you can use the same amount of force as you would in normal sex with her arsehole. Please learn the art of the body, right? It's going to hurt whatever way. It hurts with lube, it hurts dry, it hurts, okay? Let alone if you have the finesse of a rhino that's been injected with speed. Can you not? Stop, take your time, consider her rectum, and start being gentle. This is a very different process to normal sex. Point 7, don't shove it all in at once, you do it slowly. If you ease yourself in and then you ease yourself back out, then you go in a little bit further, then a little bit out, and it's all very, very slowly. What's happening is you're getting her body used to accommodating your member in there, right? So you go really slowly in, really slowly out, in, out, and each time you put it in a little bit further, then you pull it out. Everything's very slow. You can repeat that process until you're fully in. And she seems okay. So if she says, no, then you wait, pull it out. And then you put a little tip in again. She needs to relax. And what's going to happen is she's going to clench the fuck up as soon as that fucking tip of your bell end enters, right? So let's not push forward like we're the charge of the fucking light brigade, okay? Slowly. Point 8, if she asks you to stop or pull out, you do so immediately. If it seems like you respect her wishes and she can control that level of pain and she can control how much or how further, like she might even just want the tip in for like the first few weeks even. She feels like she's in control. She is so much more likely to allow you guys to give it another go down the line. Also, just be like, that's just respect, right? If she says, no, I've tried it, no, we got to stop now, you stop. Just go for the vagina or spunk in her mouth or whatever it is you got to do and accept you didn't get bum at that time. Like, just deal with it. Point 9. As I said before, appreciate that it takes a good 5 to 10 minutes of pain before the girl can actually start to relax and it becomes somewhat enjoyable, right? So you have to be patient within those first 10 minutes. Because also, after all, this is your idea, right? Or even if it's her idea, it doesn't stop the pain. So, 5 to 10 minutes window That doesn't mean that you can be like, oh, give it 10 minutes and you'll love it. No, don't do that. You just got to allow that 5 to 10 minutes window of pain, slowly in and out, and then you'll be able to tell by her reaction when she's starting to relax and the pain is starting to subside. Point 10. Don't assume that once you've opened up the back passage, you have uncharted access. If it's a one-off, it's a one-off. Deal with it. You were lucky you got any bum fun, mate, as far as I'm concerned. Point 11. Don't go from normal sex to bum sex to normal sex to bum sex in the same session without changing condoms. Oh, cringes me out. Listen, you'd be transferring bacteria that should not be transferred and can potentially cause her issues, right? Like, think about it. Let's just think about it. And please, if you watch porn, ignore porn from your head for one moment. Just imagine the bacteria in your rectum and the bacteria in the vagina, or even in the mouth. If you're going from one to the other and one to the other and one to the other, oh, it's not good, okay? Please, no. But you're going to cause her problems and potentially yourself. It's not worth it. Switch your condoms up in between different holes. That's all I ask. It's bare minimum at this point. Point 12, just because it does happen in pornos, like I just mentioned, doesn't mean it does happen in real life. Go date a porn star is all I can say if that's what you want. Like I said, we see stuff like them going from different holes and it's all fine. It is a porno. It's people are paid actors here. This isn't like, please don't think you can just replicate that and we're all good. No. And finally, point 13. Just because she has a big, juicy, ghetto ass, it's all big and plump and, oh, you just want to grab it, clap those cheeks. Don't assume she then has a big asshole. Learn biology. The chances are it might be the opposite and her bumhole is tiny. Tiny. Big ass doesn't mean a big accommodating butthole. Okay? So just don't make those assumptions. Bonus point before I sign off. If you are thinking about anal sex together and you're still quite tentative or she's a no, whatever, you can explore butt plugs. So I think these are really good as a stepping stone to get to bum sex goals. And it also, like, she's still getting the pleasure of normal sex, but there's now something up the bum that she can kind of get used to. Obviously, start with a very, very, very thin, small butt plug if you're beginners, but there is that alternative, and it is a nice stepping stone to your ultimate bum fun goal. And there you have it, dudes and dolls. If you follow all of my rules, you are set for a brighter bum fun future. If you ignore any of my suggestions, which I'm sure you will, this is the inevitable result. She's in pain, potential tears, probably doesn't even want normal sex now, and she may also hate you. So really, if you think about it, I'm actually delivering this message to help you get that forbidden fruit. So really, you should be thanking me. You should all be thanking me for my pearls of wisdom. So you can get anal. What has my life become? And let me just say, before I do run off, I know I said I do like it, and I do like it, but that doesn't mean I've done it in the last few years, you know? Like, it's not like, oh, once you love anal, you can't stop loving anal. No, I don't. I do it with the men I want to do it with, when I want to do it. And if they try and they ignore any of those 13 points and they fuck it up the first time, that's it. Bye. You're not trying it again. And that is the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about bum sex. What a laugh we've all had. Oh, my little witchy cackle. As always, you can slide into my DMs. or my butthole, at Nixalina, Nixalina. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and all social media platforms. And I will resume next week with a less anally charged episode. So I'll see you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splicecast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, nixalina.com. That's nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.